Hi everyone, welcome to this Pilates practice. My name's Debbie and I'm going to be taking you through the practice today. If you want to know a little bit about me, if you've not done one of my practice before, please do look on the YouTube channel and you can read my profile from there. If you are brand new, let me just go through the breathing control. We breathe in through the nose, we breathe out through the mouth. Every breath in, we pull in our core, and every breath out, we hold that core tighter. We're trying to keep that core band as tight as we can. We want to support our spine. Today I'm going to go through a little sequence. I do love my little sequences, so if you've not done one of them before and it's the first time for you, I hope you do enjoy it. It's just going to be something a little bit different, but some that I do like. I think I've done some sequences before that I've uploaded, but this one's going to be a little bit different. I hope it's maybe something new in there, and something just to make you happy. So we're going to start by laying down. You can come down from your side or you can roll down from a seated position. If you're coming with me from a seated position, we curve our spine down. We don't just drop back, okay? Holding the core, curving. As you get to a point, if you can't hold it anymore from that core, you take behind the back of your legs and you use them as support to bring yourself down. So taking a seated position, breathe in, pulling in that core, so we're breathing in through the nose, pulling that core tight, and as we breathe out through the mouth, we slowly roll down, squeezing the core as tight as we can, coming down as slow as we can, one vertebrae at a time, all the way to the floor. Okay, I like to take time to look at myself and just prepare myself for the practice, just to bring me into the here and now and to shut off everything that's been going on through the day. And if it's first thing in the morning that you're doing this practice, and just to waken yourself up a little bit and to, feel how you're feeling being just woken. So wherever you are in your day, let's start to close ourselves down and take a look at how our body's feeling. So if you can close your eyes down, that would be great, because you start to look internally and you rather than focusing on something else that's going on around the room. So allow your feet to drop out and relax. Allowing your calves, your knees and your thighs to relax. And if it's too much with your legs long, you can always take your feet mat width apart and lock your knees in together. If you've got lower spine issues, that's more comfortable. So we've just relaxed our legs. Focus on your legs. Focus on the right leg. How's it feeling? Ask any areas that might be tense to soften. And focus on your left leg. How's that feeling? Let that soften down too. And then focus around your pelvic area, around your glutes, around your lower core, your lower spine. Let that area be soft. Ask everything to relax. And then your mid-spine and your belly area, your top spine and your chest. Let the torso be heavy. And now do a little circle of that torso, starting from the belly button, working it round as if you were realigning that area. Circling the torso, seeing how it's feeling, and allow it to relax and be heavy. And focusing on your hands, your wrists, the lower arms, the elbows and the upper arms. Let both arms rest down. Look at your left arm, how's that feeling? Ask everything to soften. Any areas that are tense, just soften down. And then your right arm, same thing. Let both arms, making sure they're restful. Let the shoulders drop down. And let the neck be long and heavy. How do the shoulders feel? Any tenseness there? Because we tend to tense our shoulders. Let them relax down. Let the neck relax. And then finally your head. Let the facial muscles be soft. Let your body relax, prepare itself for the practice ahead. Do a scan of your body again, from the tips of the toes, over the legs, the torso, the arms, and up above the head. Do it slowly, asking everything to just be soft. And the areas that you've got that are giving you little niggles, be mindful of those throughout your practice. Start to bring some breath, deeper breath into your belly. Breathing in through the nose, allowing the belly to really rise like a balloon, and then if you exhale, the balloon deflates. Do that again, breath into the belly, breath out. Breathing in through the nose, belly rises. Breathing out through the mouth, the belly deflates. And just wriggle your toes, wriggle your fingers, keeping the eyes closed down if you can. Bringing both feet up so around mat width apart and your knees are locked in together. Taking your arms out into a T shape. And then gently parting the knees. Take a breath in through the nose, breathing in. And as you breathe out, holding that core tight, drop the legs over to the left-hand side, get to your point of comfort, and when you're there, just relax again. Let the core go and rest into this pose. Breathing into areas that are soft, that need to be soft. Ask them to soften down if they're tense. Breathing in through the nose, pulling in the core, and at the same time bring your legs to centre, reaching the top, breathing out, holding the core tight. Breathing in through the nose, pull the core tighter, and as you breathe out through the mouth, holding that core tight, drop those legs over to the right hand side. Again, get to your point of comfort and let everything rest. I always become tense on the outside of my right hip here, so I breathe into that and I ask it to soften down. Breathing in through the nose, pulling in the core, and at the same time bring your legs to centre, breathing out as we reach the top, holding the core tight. Don't let the core go tight, go. Gosh, don't let the core go. Okay, before we start our sequence, we're going to do a little bit of bridge, just going to move and rotate the spine just gently. So taking your hands down by your side for support, palms facing downwards, breathing in, pulling in the core. And as you breathe out, just gently tilt your pelvis upwards, holding it there. Breathing in, hold the core tighter. And as you breathe out, hold the core and allow the pelvis just to release back down. Don't let go of the core. Breathing in, pull the core tighter. Breathing out, tilt the pelvis up. Holding it there. You should start to feel the real lower area of the core now kicking in. Holding it tight, don't let the core go when you're breathing. Breathing in, pull it even tighter. And as you breathe out through the mouth, allow the pelvis just to tilt back downwards, but hold the core tight. Breathing in, pulling in the core. Breathing out, tilt that pelvis, squeeze the core, really squeeze it, really feel those lower muscles working. Holding it there, holding that pelvic tilt, and then release back down and allow the breath just to go for the moment. Relax the core. Now we're going to start to do that. We should be in a nice neutral spine now. We've done some breathing there, and we're tilting the pelvis up and down. So what we're going to do is we're going to take ourselves a little bit further up now. So you're going to breathe in, pulling in your core. And as you breathe out, tilt the pelvis as we did before, squeezing core tight. Squeeze the glutes now and start to push yourself up into a tiny bridge pose. Bring yourself up, hands down for support if you need it. Holding it there, squeezing the glutes, squeeze that core tight. Breathing in. And as you breathe out through the mouth, you come down just one vertebra at a time. You come down as slow as you can, holding the core, keeping it tight all the way down. Tailbone's the last thing to hit the floor. Breathing in, pulling in the core. Breathing out, tilt the pelvis, start to roll up. Coming up very gently. Don't forget, we're still warming up. Coming up, holding it at the top. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core. Every breath, keep that core tight. Breathing in, core tighter. And as we breathe out, we gently roll back down to the floor again. Keep the core tight, don't let it go. Breathing in, squeeze the core. And as you're breathing out through the mouth, you tilt that pelvis, you squeeze yourself up, you squeeze your glutes, and you push yourself up. Now if you're comfortable here and you want to take it a little bit further, don't forget we are still warming. We're gently making mobility to our spine. Taking our hands underneath, clasping them together, rolling our shoulders under, and just pushing ourselves into a little bit of a deeper bridge pose here. Again, if it's too much for you, don't do it. Holding it there, squeezing everything tight, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core. Taking the hands away, down for support, breathing in, and as you breathe out, holding that core, you bring yourself all the way back down to the floor. Amazing, guys, well done. Okay, so just allow the core to release again. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to roll like a ball, we're going to come up, and then we're going to start a little sequence, okay? So if it's too much rolling like a ball for you, you can just come onto your side and wait until the rest of us sort of join you. So taking behind the backs of your legs, okay, holding the core tight, you gently start to roll yourself. And as you come up, try not to put the feet down. Don't worry if they do go down, but try and hold them up. Try and hold it all with your core. Just gently. Again, we're still warming and we're just mobility of our spine. And then coming up, put the legs down, feet down. Bring yourself round. Bring yourself round onto all fours. Curl your toes under. Have your fingertips next to your knees. Push into your fingertips, lifting the knees off of the floor. Bringing your fingertips closer towards the feet, pushing into them, straightening your legs, okay? If you need to take your hands off the phone, then do so. And then we're going to breathe in, pulling in our core. And as we breathe out, we take the hands to the front of our legs, holding that core tight as we're breathing. Every breath in and out is tight. The lower back, the mid back and the upper back start to roll up. The shoulders go back and down, the head, and then finally the neck lifts. So we're in our standing posture. So we're going to do some roll down and roll up, and then we'll start the sequence once we've got our spine nicely warmed up and mobile. So shoulders back and down, breathe in, pulling in that core. And as we breathe out, our chin goes to our chest, our neck comes down, shoulders come forward, hands to the front of the legs, and we go down to our point of comfort as slow as we can, keeping the core held tight. So every breath in, you pull it, every breath out. Breathing in through the nose, and as you breathe out through the mouth, you gently roll back up, squeeze the glutes. The lower spine comes up, the mid spine, the upper spine, shoulders back and down, neck and head. Breathing in, pulling in the core. chin to chest, down you go. Neck comes down, shoulders come forward, hands to the front of the legs. The upper spine comes down, the mid spine and the lower spine to your point of comfort, keeping the core pulled tight. Wherever you are, just hold it there for one moment. Breathing in, pulling in the core, and as you breathe out, you roll back up, one vertebrae at a time. All the way to the top, shoulders, neck and head. Okay, let's start our sequence. Shoulders back and down, breathing in, pulling in the core, and as we breathe out, our chin to chest, we come down all the way to the floor. This time our hands go to the floor, we walk forward, we bring our knees down, we come forward and we do 1, 2 press ups. So taking our fingers back towards our knees, pushing our knees up, fingers to our toes, breathing in, and as you breathe out, you roll yourself all the way up to the top, one vertebrae at a time, shoulders, neck and head, breathing in, pulling in the core, breathing out, chin to chest, all the way down, fingers to the front, coming all the way down to the floor, walking our fingertips forward, coming down for our forearm press up, so we're not going outwards, we're bringing back our arms. And then you're going to bring yourself down onto your belly. You're going to take your arms out in front and you're going to do swims. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's opposite arm to leg. Bringing yourself back up onto all fours, curling your toes under, fingertips to knees, pushing ourselves up, fingertips towards the toes, coming up, breathing in. And as you breathe out, you come up one vertebrae at a time, standing tall, all the way to the top, shoulders, neck and head. Breathing in, pulling in the core, breathing out, chin to chest. Hands to the front of the legs, coming down. If you need to bend the knees to get to the floor, then do so. Walking forward, knees down, press ups, 1, 2. On the third one, you come down, you lay on your belly, you take your arms out, opposite arm to leg, we lift for our swim for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come in here, rolling yourself over onto your back. And from here, we're going to sit up and do some sit-ups. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and coming up, bringing yourself round onto all fours, walking your fingertips back to your knees, pushing yourself up, fingertips to toes, breathing in, and as you breathe out, you bring yourself all the way up to the top, one vertebrae at a time, shoulders, neck and head. Breathing in, chin to chest. Neck comes down, shoulders forward, hands to the front, all the way down, coming down for your chest presses. So let's do our tricep press. 1, 2, coming down, arms out in front, opposite arm to leg, and we'll do our swim for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rolling yourself over onto your back, bringing yourself up, seated. Let's do our sit-ups. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and bringing yourself round onto all fours. Let's thread the needle. So let's start on the right. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back, let's do 8 on the other side. Left side, 8, keep that core pulled in. 7, breathing out as you go under. 6, breathing in as you rise. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back, curling your toes under. Fingertips to knees, pushing the knees off the floor, fingertips to toes, feet flat, breathing in, and as you breathe out, you bring yourself up to standing, lower, mid, upper spine, shoulders, neck and head. Breathing in, pulling in the core, and as you breathe out, chin to chest, down we go. Bringing ourselves all the way down to the floor. Walking ourselves forward for our tricep push-ups here. So let's go for 1, 2, and on the third one we come down, we take our arms out for our swim. So let's do 8 here, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking the arms round. So they're now down by the sides. Just going to lift ourselves up for 8, 7, 6. Squeeze the glutes as you come up. Squeeze the core. 5. Breathing in as you come up. Breathing out as you go down. And 1. And then rolling yourself over onto your back. Bringing yourself up to seated. If you need to hold behind your legs to bring yourself up. Let's do our ups from here. You can do it with your feet up or down. So we're going for 8. Keep the core tight. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and coming up here, we're going to do 8 crunches. So got our legs out. If it's too much, just do 1 alternate legs. But we're going to go 8, 7, keep the core tight, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing yourself round onto full fours. Let's do our thread the needles. We've got 8, breathing in, breathing out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And as you come under this one, hold it there, and we're just going to hold that there and take our arm round to the outside of the opposite thigh and just hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming your hands back round, hands down. Let's take that left side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing that last one under, bringing our ear down, taking our arm round onto the opposite thigh, holding it there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing your hands round, curling your toes under, walk your fingertips to your knees, push into the tip, lifting the knees, bringing the fingertips to the toes, pushing into the fingertips, feet flat, breathing in, pulling in the core, and as we breathe out, we bring ourselves all the way to the top, shoulders, neck and head. Going to add on to the sequence up here. So we're going to breathe in, taking our arms up. We take hold of our left arm and we breathe over. We bend over, I should say. Just gently coming back up, take hold of the right wrist with the left hand, going over to the left hand side, coming back to the top, arm down, breathing in, pulling in the core. And as we breathe out, chin to chest, down we come. Pilates, roll down, squeezing the glutes, holding the core tight, we come all the way to the floor, hands forward for our little chest press, our little tricep press. So we're going to do 2 of those, breathing in. You can do full ones if you want, so you can go for 1, 2, and then on the third one coming down, laying down, arms out for our 8 swings. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking the arms round to the sides, palm facing upwards, breathing in, pulling in the core. 8 lifts. 8, 7, 6, 5. Breathing in as you raise up. Breathing out as you lay down. 2, and 1. Rolling yourself over onto your backs. Bringing yourselves up, holding the core. Don't forget you can take behind your legs if you need help. Coming up, legs long or feet flat for our sit-ups. 8, get that core tight. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming up, we're going to do our little crunches here to get yourself comfortable. Legs up. So we go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing our feet down, coming over onto all fours. We've got our thread the needle, so we've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one, as we come under, we take it under, we take our ear to the floor, we take our left arm round, taking hold of the right thigh if we can, holding it there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring your hand down, coming back up. Let's take that onto the left. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one, we come under, we take our ear to the floor, we take our right arm out round onto our left thigh, hold it there for a count of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring that hand round, curling under our toes, fingertips to knees, push the knees off the floor, fingertips to toes, push the toes flat, hip width apart, breathing in, and as we breathe out, we bring ourselves all the way to the top, shoulders back and down. We're just going to add one more bit on at the top here with our standing, and then that is our sequence complete. So we'll go through it once more. So taking our hands up, take hold of the left wrist, breathing in, and as you breathe out, take yourself over to the right hand side. Breathing in, come back to centre, taking hold of the right wrist, breathing in, And as we breathe out, take ourselves over to the left. We come back to centre, we clasp our fingers, we push up. Breathing in, and as we breathe out, we come up onto our toes and we stretch. Really stretch away, coming back down, hands round, breathing in, chin to chest. Let's do our sequence. Coming all the way to the floor. Hands forward, let's do our tricep push-up. Hands down, let's do 2, 1. As I said, you can do full press-up if you wish. Coming all the way down, coming our fingers out. Let's do 8 here. So swim opposite arm to leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking our arms round, palms facing upwards. Breathing in, pulling in the core. And as we breathe out, we lift, holding the core tight. 8, 7, squeeze the glutes. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing ourselves round onto our backs. Bringing ourselves up. Breathing in. Breathe out. You bring yourself up. 1 vertebrae or hands behind the legs. Let's do our 8 sit-ups. So we've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it down there, bringing it back up, bringing ourselves up to our seated. Let's do our crunches. So we've got 8, 7, 6, 5. Get that core tight. 3, 2, and 1. Taking our feet down. Oh gosh, what did I do after that? Over onto our fronts now. We do our thread the needle, breathing in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one, we come under and take our ear to the floor. We take our left arm over to take hold of our right thigh, and we hold it there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands round. Let's take that onto the opposite side. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one coming under, taking our ear to the floor, take our left arm round, our right arm round to take hold of the left, if you're on the same side as me that is, holding it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing your hands round, taking your knees mat width apart, lock your big toes in together, sitting onto your heels, breathing in, pulling in that core, and as you breathe out, take your arms away, up onto your fingertips, pulling away, pull away there, rising up, feel the stretch, and then rest down. So either arms out in front, down by your side, or you can take them onto your back as I do. Wherever's comfortable for you. It's a slight rest now. We're going to start slowing our heart rate down and doing some stretching, and then we'll come into some relaxation. Breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the mouth. Slow the heart rate. Bringing yourself up, bringing yourself round, taking your legs out in front. Let's take our right leg across our left, sitting up nice and tall. take our left arm around our right leg, our right hand behind us, push into that right hand and push yourself up. Push that spine straight. Don't do anything yet, just push the spine straight. Keep the core pulled in. And then breathing in, pulling in the core tight. And as you breathe out, holding that core, twist yourself around to look over your right shoulder. And then coming back to centre. Taking the legs back out, giving a little shake. Taking the left leg over the right, sitting nice and tall. Right arm around the left leg. Taking the left arm behind you, pushing in and straightening that spine. Really push that spine up, squeeze the core in. Breathing in, pulling the core. And as you breathe out, twist yourself to look over your left shoulder. Gentle spinal twist here. And bringing yourself back to centre. Taking your feet out in front of you. We're going to take a forward fold. So we don't just drop down, we fold, we bring our chest towards our knees. So we're breathing in. And as we're breathing out, we're coming down, bringing ourselves forward. You can take hold of your feet, your calves to bring yourself down. If you're only getting to here, that's absolutely fine. The lower you get, you can then start to lower your head so the spine is in alignment, bringing yourself down. So where's comfortable for you, and feel the stretch. Every breath in, you slightly release. Every breath out, you pull yourself a little bit deeper until you're totally comfortable where you want to be, and you feel that's the most that you can get, and you just hold it there. Bringing yourself slowly up, coming round onto all fours. You're going to take hold of your, bringing up your left leg, taking hold of it with your right hand and stretching. Get the stretch down the front there, pulling in the core. Oopsie. Feeling the stretch down the front of the thigh here and around the glute area as well. Releasing down. Let's take that onto the other side. When you get yourself comfortable, bringing up your right leg, squeezing in with your right arm, pulling the core tight, squeezing, feeling the stretch down the thigh. And then taking that right leg behind you, pushing into the floor and pushing away with your hands. Feel the stretch down the back of the leg, around the calf area. Coming forward, taking the left leg away. Same thing, push into the hands and push back with the leg. Feel the stretch. And then bringing yourself round onto your backs. You can roll from your side, or you can come down from a seated position, whatever you feel is comfortable. Bringing yourself down all the way to the floor. Taking the left leg in towards you, squeezing it in, taking it up and stretching the leg. And a nice squeeze towards you. Letting that leg to go, look down, taking the right leg in, squeezing the right leg towards you. Taking the right leg up long, squeezing it in. Again, keep holding the core tight. And then bringing both legs up, putting the feet together, pushing down. You can come up with the shoulders if it's easier for you. You can keep the head down, whatever's best for you. Pushing down, feel the opening there in the hips. And then giving your knees a nice big hug. Really squeeze those knees in. And if you want, you can lift the head up and bring yourself into a ball. Taking your legs long, a full body stretch. If that's still too much on your spine, you can do your full body stretch from here with your feet mat width apart and your knees locked in. You just make sure you squeeze everything together when you do so. So breathing in, pulling in the core. And as you breathe out, push the back into the floor. Stretch the legs away, holding the core tight. Squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. Point the toes, point the fingers away. If you've got your legs on the mat, then squeeze the legs together, push the knees together, and then release. Do that again wherever you are. Nice big full body stretch. Breathing in, pulling in the core. And as you breathe out, back goes into the mat, and you push away. Squeeze, you point the fingers, you can flex the feet, you can point the feet, squeezing and then release. Amazing. Bringing your hands down by your sides. We're going to tense our body up. We're going to squeeze everything together really, really tightly, and then we're just going to let everything go. So we're going to do it with an in-breath. So take a big deep breath in and start to tense every part of your body. Squeeze your fists, squeeze your eyes, squeeze your face muscles, squeeze the legs, squeeze the toes, everything. Clench everything as tight as you can. And then release on the out breath. Let's do that one more time. Squeeze everything. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And release. Excellent. Oh, time for relaxation, guys. Big breath in through the nose. Release through the mouth. Closing your eyes down. One more big deep breath in through the nose. Releasing with a sigh. Allow all 10 toes to relax. The soles of your feet, the tops of your feet, your ankles, your calves and your shins, the backs of your knees, the tops of your knees, the backs of your thighs, the tops of your thighs. Both legs relaxed, heavy and soft in the mat beneath. Relax your pelvis, your lower core, your glutes, your lower spine, your mid-spine, your belly, your upper spine and your chest, your torso heavy. The weight of it resting down into the mat beneath. All 10 fingers, the backs of your hands, the palms of your hands, your wrists, your lower arms, the backs of the lower arms and the front of the lower arms, the backs of your elbows and the front of your elbows, the tops of your arms, the backs of the top, the front of the top of the arms, your shoulders, both arms, shoulders, heavy and rested. Release your neck, release your head. Let all your facial muscles really relax. Maybe parting your lips and taking the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Release your cheekbones, your nose and your nostrils, your eyes, your eyelids, your eyebrows, your forehead, and finally the top of your head. Your whole body laying still, rested and soft into the mat beneath you. Just a gentle breath in your belly, the rise and fall, the only movement. Sinking deeper and deeper. Becoming more restful. Any thoughts that come into your mind, just acknowledge them and let them go. Take your concentration back to your breath. We're going to start to be aware of the room around us, the room in which you are in. Listening to any noises that you can hear nearby, farther away. Starting to bring some movement to your fingers and your toes. And start waking ourselves up, bring us back. Slow movements, doing what you need to do to wake yourself up. And when you're ready, bringing your feet up so that they are mat width and your knees are locked in together. Again, being a little more restful here. Start to bring a little bit more movement again. And when you are ready, just taking yourself, your legs, just gently rocking them from side to side. Just very slowly. Bringing the feet to centre, pushing down into your feet, lifting your hips, and pushing them over to the right hand side. And then gently allowing your body to roll over onto the left. And again, let's just be restful here for a moment. Enjoying the peace. Enjoying the body as it has just worked its practice. Being thankful. And when you are ready, push yourself up into a comfortable seated position. That might be cross-legged, that might be legs out in front, whatever's good for you. Sitting tall, taking your hands down by your sides and pushing your spine long. Push that spine long, squeeze the core. And then releasing down. Taking the arms up, taking the hands above the head, bringing them slowly down. Taking the hands across the eyes. Blinking the eyes open, parting the fingertips, taking the hands down, moving them away, taking your hands to your heart centre. Give yourselves a bow and give yourselves a clap. Yay, hope you enjoyed that, guys. I actually really did. Thank you for joining me. I hope to see you again soon.